Define your life's purpose. Mark Twain famously said, "There are two important days in your life, the day you were born and the day you find out why." This, like many other cool-sounding ideas, is a metaphor, and while it feeds our need to find our purpose, it might not be so accurate. Ancient humans had their purpose spelled out for them. They were always hungry. There was never anything else on their mind. They always craved higher status. Higher status meant more and better sexual opportunities. Because these were always unfulfilled, these were our purpose. But in modern times, we are rarely hungry. It's easy to get fake status on social media, and it's relatively easy to find sexual opportunities if you lower your standards enough. This means that things that used to be drivers of purpose are kind of easy, so this leaves a kind of hole where our purpose used to be. But consider this idea. We don't have one purpose. Humans are goal-seeking organisms. We will always have a collection of unmet needs, sometimes very simple and easy to satisfy: food, sleep, even sex. People that find themselves famous often have a crisis of conscience. They've been chasing fame for a long time, but then it feels kind of empty. This empty feeling comes from chasing a false idea, of thinking that once they get the fame or money they think is their purpose, there's nothing left. They thought their purpose was to become rich or famous, but then they get rich and famous and it's not nearly as awesome as they thought it was going to be. Then they look ahead to their future and ask themselves, what now? It feels good when you are chasing something that will make you feel fantastic when you get there. But what happens when you get there and it's not nearly as fantastic as you thought? Does this mean you are chasing a false purpose all of this time? Or could it mean something deeper? Consider this idea. Your purpose isn't this one thing that you'll find one day. You always have a purpose. Sometimes your purpose is short-term, eating, sleeping, etc. Sometimes your purpose is longer-term, like long gaming a guy or a girl you've been after. Sometimes even longer time, getting a degree and a job and a decent income. Maybe your purpose is something that is always being redefined, to always have a vague idea of a life a year or so ahead that is better than now. The more you focus on longer-term purposes, the more enjoyable and meaningful life can become. But the more you get distracted by short-term purposes, food, sex, drugs, alcohol, etc., the more empty and meaningless your life can become. Learn to always defer to the long game, and you'll continuously define your purpose. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/live-training.